Fala galera, está no ar mais um Cineplay e já vamos começar esse programa falando de estreia, que aqui no Brasil mudou de sexta para quinta-feira. Essa semana tem O Grande Herói, com Mark Wahlberg, Taylor Kitsch e Emily Hirsch, um filme de guerra baseado em fatos reais, dirigido por Peter Berg, o mesmo de Battleship, a Batalha dos Mares. Conta a história de um oficial da Marinha Americana que foi enviado para o Afeganistão com a missão de matar um homem de confiança do Bin Laden, mas não teve coragem de cumprir quando se deparou com um idoso acompanhado de 3 crianças. Depois disso, cerca de 250 soldados da Al-Qaeda descobriram o paradeiro dos americanos e atacaram. Ele perdoou, a Al-Qaeda não. Olha a matéria.
Listen up, Red Wings a go, tonight, 1800.
Going in with a 4-man team, Axelson, myself, Dietz, Marcus.
Objective of this mission is to capture and kill Ahmad Shah.
That's more than 10 guys. That's an army. It's feeling like a cursed op.
It's just Afghanistan, that's all.
Mikey, you see this?
What are you thinking? I think we're about fixing to get into a pretty good gunfight.
Rolling. Roll, please.
E-Mark, action.
When Hollywood came around knocking, they said, well, we want to make it into a film. I was so apprehensive about it. When we come up on the guns and we start firing, I'm not firing my weapon to protect myself. I'm firing my weapon to protect you. Then it's about, hey, man, we got to get through this, not I have to get through this.
I admire him that he wants to let people know these were my buddies and this is what we went through.
To look into the eyes of a father who's lost his son, to know that you're going to be held to a certain level of expectation by that family, this really was bigger than a movie.
Can you fight?
I can fight. I can fight.
Mark Wahlberg came up to me and took my arms and looked in my face and said, "We are going to do the best we can do to honor these men. I want you to know that."
I care about you. I care about you. I care about you. I care about you.
I've never been involved in a film where the actors felt such a strong sense of responsibility to honor the characters that they were playing.
Marcus, never out of the fight.
This kind of a movie reminds people the sacrifices that go into maintaining a country that's free and democratic.
It's about brotherhood.
Danny!
No matter how bad it gets, you keep fighting just to protect the guy next to you.
We're moving!
Roger that!
It's about team commitment
Come on, let's go!
and finding a greater strength as a team
All right, we're good.
than you could ever find as an individual.
Of course you're happy that the story is going to be told.
Let's move! Let's really move!
But I had no idea that it would have such an impact and be so inspirational.
Ben Foster, after we saw the movie, I said, "Thank you for giving me my son back for a few more hours."
Agora uma estreia nos Estados Unidos, é a ficção científica Divergente, adaptação do livro de mesmo nome escrito por Veronica Roth. É sobre uma adolescente que completa 16 anos e tem que escolher o seu destino entre facções com diferentes ideologias, tipo facção da generosidade, facção da honestidade, coragem, etc. Aí ela escolhe uma diferente da família e acaba mergulhando numa busca por sua própria personalidade. A direção é de Neil Burger e no elenco estão Shailene Woodley, Miles Teller, Tel James e Kate Winslet. A estreia no Brasil está marcada para o dia 17 de abril. Will, roda a matéria.
The world of Divergent is giant. It's a book set in the future.
Humanity has reached a time where they have to adhere to a new system, and that is splitting yourself into 5 different ways of thinking, 5 factions.
Divergent follows a young woman, Triss, who left her family to choose a different faction, Dauntless.
Dauntless kind of represent security, the military side of things. They're almost like an armed force.
Triss is divergent, which means she can't be categorized into one individual faction.
Divergents are not pure. They are ruining the system. And the only way for the system to survive is to exterminate the divergents.
It's such a dangerous position to be in.
It's really incredible to see the world of Divergent become a movie. This is the kind of thing I would never have been able to imagine.
In the Divergent world, you don't question the rules. You don't question the system. Triss does question the system. And that's an incredibly scary place to be in.
At some point in everybody's life, you have to decide if you're gonna stick with the way you were raised or listen to your own internal compass.
In the Divergent world, once you leave the nest, there is no going back. These paradigms of thinking, compassion, honesty, intelligence, selflessness, and bravery represent society.
These 5 different factions are families. You have to choose to belong to one of them.
Every faction kind of has a role to play in keeping the cogs turning and making the world work.
But there is a lot of control that goes on. People have to serve their faction. In this world, it could cost you your life.
Divergent is a fantastic journey. It is so precisely true to the book that Veronica wrote.
This movie takes you on a roller coaster of emotions through the characters' experiences.
It's a film about choice, really, and how you define yourself.
That one decision, that one day you get to decide will shape your life forever.
I think the reason so many people have connected to it is because it's something you can identify with.
It's very much about belonging somewhere and making that choice and making that commitment. There's a hell of a lot to be said for that.
Rápido intervalo, galera. No próximo bloco a gente fala sobre um filme muito louco de vampiros. Fica por aí, o Cineplay volta rapidão. Cineplay de volta, agora vamos falar de um filme de vampiros que não tem nada a ver com Crepúsculo, Academia dos Vampiros, entre outras vampirices modernas. É um drama romântico chamado Only Lovers Left Alive, escrito e dirigido pelo norte-americano Jim Jarmusch. Trata-se de uma história de amor entre 2 vampiros, interpretados por Tilda Swinton e Tom Hiddleston, que acabam tendo problemas com a irmã caçula, interpretada por Mia Wasikowska. A produção desse filme envolveu 5 países: Estados Unidos, Alemanha, Reino Unido, França e Chipre. Já foi exibido no Brasil em 2013 no Festival do Rio e também fez parte da seleção oficial do Festival de Cannes. Olha o trailer.
Our 3rd wedding. You look so young.
Give my regards to that suicidally romantic scoundrel.
Well, let's hope he's just romantic.
You being so reclusive and everything is probably only going to make people more interested in your music.
Yeah. What a drag.
My sister's looking for us.
Shouldn't she be sleeping in a coffin somewhere?
I'm really, really hungry.
Could you smell it all the way from LA?
We're gonna have so much fun together.
We gotta go. Right now.
Is that the really good stuff?
Precisely.
Typo. Negativo.
My product is secret in your soul.
How can you have lived for so long and still not get it? You've been pretty lucky in love, though, if I may say so.
I have what you need.
Not what I need.
Fechou por hoje, galera. Amanhã tem mais. E você já curtiu a gente no Face? Procura lá por Cineplay e Moviola e dá um joinha para receber as nossas novidades. Até amanhã, então. Fui nessa. Falou!